So my student texted me this morning and sent me this picture. And he said to me, can I pull up on the right on this road? So I assume that he's talking about his driving test, because his driving test is literally knocking on the door. So I sent him a message back and I said to him, on your driving test, if you are asked to pull up on the right on this road, it's okay if you have got a special permission to pull up on the yellow line. Okay, so yes, if you've got special permission to ignore the line. So in a normal circumstance, if the examiner says pull up on the left or the right in a safe place, you haven't got any special permissions. Okay, so that would mean that you can't pull up in front of a driveway, that you can't be on the line, that you can't be on the zigzag line, that you can't be on the bus stop, which I'll talk about more in a minute. So yeah, there has to be a special permission if you're breaking one of the rules that it says in the highway code that you shouldn't park there. You're supposed to pull up in a safe, convenient and legal place when you pull up on the left, right? Unless you've got a special permission. So over the years, I've seen driving instructors break pretty much all of these rules, like pretty much all of them. So the examiner will be like, don't worry, I'm putting you there, pull up on the left near the junction. Because you need to be 10 meters away from the junction normally. Don't worry, pull up on the left, don't worry about the driveway. Pull up on the left, don't worry about the yellow line. Pull up on the left, don't worry about the double yellow line. I've even been in the back of the car where the examiner has said before a right reverse, pull up on the right, don't worry about the bus stop. That did surprise me a little bit, but the examiner said it. But that is, you know, I've had that once in 23 years. He must have been running out of time because that really is, yeah. But that was a special permission that the examiner gave, yeah? So when you're pulling up on the left or the right, make sure that if there's anything around that you would normally not be stopping on, make sure that you've got a special permission. Or you can try and confirm it, although he probably won't answer. If he says pull up in a safe place and you go, can I pull up on the double yellow lines? He'll probably say, do what you think is right, because he hasn't given you the special permission. Yeah, so be careful with that kind of wording. Do what you think is right. If an examiner says, if you're coming up to a one-way system and you say, shall I turn left, and it's a left only, the examiner will just say, do what you think is right, because there is only a left turn. Do you see what I mean? So he can't be like yes, because he's trying to see whether you follow signs. So he would say, do what you think is right. When you pull up on the left or the right, make sure there's not a car directly opposite you, because you're going to be blocking the road. That's no good. Yeah, people can't get through, emergency vehicles can't get through. So make sure that when you pull up on the left or the right, that you're pulling up in a safe place with all those things that I said, not on a line, not on a zigzag line, not in front of a driveway, not opposite a car, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but if you get a special permission, then he's allowing you to do whatever it is because of the time scale he's on. On this note as well, when you're doing the parallel park, highly likely that because of the time scale that you're on, that you're going to finish your parallel park in front of a driveway. He'll give you a special permission. Don't worry about the maneuver finishing in front of the driveway. He'll say, don't worry about the drop curb after your maneuver, just pretend it's high. That's his wording, which basically means ignore the driveway. Just stop in the 2 car lengths from the back of the car, just like you normally would. Don't worry about the driveway. I know somebody whose student did the maneuver and then it was perfect, and then they reversed, I think it was a he, they reversed back outside and not covering the driveway, and they failed for that because they were outside of the 2 car lengths. That was years ago. But that did happen. All right, guys, I really hope that bit of information helps you, and I'll see you on the next one.